So yeah, it's nice to talk about the title, but it's also very nice to talk about the relegation battle. And this time around, I am very, very invested in the relegation battle because Manchester United are involved. Whether they like to agree or not, they are actually involved in the relegation battle, and it's delightful for me to see. At least as an Arsenal fan, this is some consolation for me. And starting about Manchester United, only 13 points separate Manchester United and Ipswich at this stage of the season. And for emphasis, Ipswich are sandwiched in the relegation battle, and just 13 points, literally 3 games, separate Manchester United and Ipswich at this stage of the season. Victor, it might be wishful thinking, but is there a chance Ipswich can rub further salt in United's wounds?
Oh man, wouldn't that be something, right? Yeah, United are that bad this season. There's no ifs or buts about it, and it's it's one of those games that we're talking about it, and we're, for better or worse, chuckling at United's fate. No offense, but I think they should still be able to scrape by Ipswich. They might get a scare, like, yeah, against Everton. Some goal from Delap or from Hutchinson, but they should be able to win. On the other hand, it's not like they're going to be going places in the league table, right? So
Yeah.
would a draw actually be that bad for United? I don't know.
Mm, fair enough. And over to you, Max. Arsenal actually suffered a shock defeat to West Ham. In fact, I was so confident Arsenal were going to blow West Ham away. I said Arsenal would score in both halves, and they ended up not scoring in any half at all. And in that game, West Ham actually looked like they deserved to win. It was not a lucky victory, if I must say. But following that defeat, mathematically, Arsenal still have a chance, but realistically, it's not looking good. So the question is simple, Max. Are the title hopes effectively over for Arsenal? And can Forest maybe hand them another defeat?
Well, looking their schedule, it's obviously over for them. I was actually thinking that they cannot even finish in top two, especially after the West Ham loss. So playing against Nottingham Forest on road, it's always hard for any team. So it might end up like a draw, and then they have two Champions League games, Man United game, Chelsea game. So they actually can finish not second this season if Nottingham Forest continue their good form. So yeah, I'd say it's over for them.
Victor, do you share the same sentiment?
Kind of hard not to, right? This isn't even gloating or anything like that. It's just Liverpool have been in that situation before, and it hurts like hell. I know, but I don't see Arsenal mounting the title challenge anymore. They might
Yeah.
get a little bit closer again. They might get to within 6 points again at some point, but can we realistically see Liverpool losing 3 games from the ones that they have remaining? I really don't see that, no.
Yeah, fair enough. For me, obviously, I also think realistically, um, I think the title challenge is over for Arsenal, and at this point, I will call it a miracle. Arsenal need a miracle if they are to get anything close to the top spot. They need a big miracle, and I'm not really big on in miracles. I'm big on reality. So realistically, I think it's gone. But yeah, never say never. That's what they say. But we
Yeah,
just have to keep playing for the pride at this point, I guess. Moving over
yeah,
to Liverpool.
definitely.
Moving over to Liverpool, Victor. Liverpool actually will take on Newcastle with full morale, knocking down City at the weekend in a game where Liverpool were actually better for a good spell of the game. It was not a lucky win, it was a dominant win. Where people might say, oh, Anslot allowed City have all the possession, blah, 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 blah. But it was the Etihad. I think the job there was to contain City, keep them from scoring and score the goals when when they had the chance, and they did just that. So I'll say job done. And at this point, is it safe to say Liverpool can no longer bottle, Victor?
Yeah, I don't think Liverpool can lose the title anymore, and I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go out, I'll buy a Man United shirt, and I'll wear it if we lose the title. I'll wear it in a video here.
Okay.
I really don't think
Please
that.
take note of that statement because I'm going to hold
Yeah,
on
yeah,
to it. I'm going to hold on to
absolutely.
that statement definitely. Yeah, and
Um,
the shirt is going to be I love Manchester United. Yeah, I love Manchester United.
yeah, I have not committed to that though. No, I don't think that there's any chance, realistically speaking, of Liverpool losing the title now.
Yeah,
As for the game against Newcastle, personally, I'd be happy with a draw, honestly.
yeah,
I don't think Liverpool aren't going to be reckless in attack. They're not going to throw themselves at Newcastle. Also because Newcastle are very good on the counter, right? But
yeah,
I still think we'll see goals. We'll see a good game with decent tempo. But I'm not super convinced either team manages to win this one.
yeah. Fair enough. And just on the final note, Max, West Ham actually provided a very surprising result when they beat Arsenal, last time around. And it was even more surprising because Arsenal, had a 15-game unbeaten run prior to that game, and West Ham were, struggling to get points here and there. But now that they've beaten Arsenal and maybe the confidence in the dressing room might be on the high, do you think they can beat Leicester City?
Yeah, I guess that game was a bit a confidence boost for West Ham, and especially at home against Dragon Leicester, got has to be pretty easy for them. But never say never. Anytime Vardy can score or somebody else play a good game, so okay, obviously it's a West Ham win, but anything can happen.
Yeah, fair enough. I just like I'm going to end on that note. Anything can happen in the Premier League, really. Meaning Arsenal can still win the Premier League. Don't give up yet. Anything is possible in the Premier League. I mean, we
Yeah,
saw United blow a 12-point lead, and City won the league on the last day, that Aguero moment. So I'm going to hold on to that. Anything can happen in the Premier League. United can get relegated. Arsenal can win the title. Arsenal can also drop out of the top four. Anything can literally happen. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm hoping the football gods actually, for some reason, make Liverpool drop. So at least we get to see Victor wearing a Manchester United jersey. I love Manchester United. That will actually be something I would love to see. But yeah,
me too.
that's wishful thinking anyway. That's wishful thinking anyways. We'll just have to wait and see how everything unfolds. But at this point, I'm this close to saying congratulations, Liverpool, for winning the Premier League. But let's wait till two more game weeks before I would say my final words on that. Two more game weeks before I would congratulate Liverpool. If Liverpool maintain this lead by March day 30, then I think it's game over. Arsenal should just play for their pride and forget about it.
And play for the Champions League.
And play for the Champions League, of course. But realistically, if we manage to beat PSV, then we face Real Madrid. Nah, there's no point. There's no point. There's no point stressing. Honestly, no chance against Real Madrid. But yeah, Max said it already. Anything can happen. So let's see.